Hey everybody, this is Sue Craig, your Stampin' Up! Demonstrator here in the United States. Today I want to share something that I found on Tammy Baird's website, and it is a really nice way to organize your punches and dies in a little pack of cards here. Here's how it works. You use your punches to punch out cards, and you put the name of the die or the punch on it. I also include the stamp set that goes with it if it has one. And then what you do when you're looking for something to cut your sentiment out with, you can take these cards and you can put them over the sentiments that you have. Now you can use the front of some of the stamp sets. On this set called Sending Sunshine, there's nothing written down here at the bottom. And if there isn't, that means that the images and the sentiments are at 100%. That means they're as large as the stamps are. If you were to look at other stamp sets like Tasteful Touches, this stamp set says 95%. So these stamps and images are not full size. So in order to check those sentiments, you would have to take your stamps out, and it doesn't matter that they're backwards. You can still use this stamp and take one of these cards and use on top, and you can see this one is kind of close. Probably wouldn't want to use that. This one is too, so you'd have to find something else that would be a better fit for you. But you do this instead of taking out your dies and punches all the time. It also helps you to use more of the things that you have. You can't possibly remember all of the things that you have, and so when you're doing a project and need an image or a sentiment, you can use these as a tool to help you use all the things you have and to do it a little quicker. So let me show you how this is done. It's very easy. You take a full piece of cardstock and you put it in, and we are going to measure to 4 1/4. Now what this will do is it will cut your paper right in half. Then you turn your paper and you bring it to 2 3/4. Two 3/4 and 2 3/4. Now what you have are 4 pieces of cardstock for these cards. So that means with the other half, you could have 8 from one piece of cardstock. All right, let me show you what happens next. Depending on how you want to store these, I stored mine on a ring. So I punched a hole in mine. You can do that at any time. But what I did was I just took my regular old hole punch and punched the upper left corner. If you have a crocodile, you can do that as well, and you'll cut more cards at a time. Once you have those, then you're going to bring in your dies or your punch. I'm going to use the classic label punch. Turn it over and I push my paper all the way in. Now the paper has stopped. And then I kind of center it. Punch that out. These I'm going to save, and then I'll be able to use them on another card. Now I have what I need to do the measuring. What I don't have is the name. And so I'm going to write on here, Classic Label Punch. There we go. So now I have one card left. When I first started these, I did the labels like were done in the other video, but I found that it's just as easy to put the name right on it and to use it that way. I did the same thing with my current dies, and this is the die set that goes with the stamps that I showed you before. And these are all labels. This is called Tasteful Label Dies, and these would hold images, they would hold sentiments. So this was one I really wanted to make sure I used. So this is in my pack as well. So here's the idea. I keep it on my table close by so that when I get to that point in card making, whether it's images or sentiments, I can look at what I have and gather it quickly and move on with my project. I hope you learned some helpful tips in this video. Thanks for watching.